Throughout the centuries, Camino de Santiago has become spiritual Broadway of Europe, and more than 300,000 people lend their shoes to start the Camino every year. The pilgrimage to Rome is a big thing, the pilgrimage to Jerusalem likewise, but Camino de Santiago, it's much more than just a Christian pilgrimage. It unites many people from all over the world, no matter the belief, no matter the origin, no matter the political view, from kings to princes, from the authors to actors, from you to me, everyone. And this is the video about 8 famous celebrities that did the Camino and spread the Camino spirit all over the world. And probably that's why you know about the Camino, and probably that's why I know about the Camino. So let's see, who is that? Hey! Stephen Hawking was not only a well-known English scientist, but also a pilgrim always investigating about the existence of God. In 2028, he got invited to Santiago de Compostela to receive the Fonseca Prize and did the symbolic stage of Camino de Santiago on his wheelchair. Afterwards, he went to Finisterre, where till today you can find the plaque in his honor. The great pilgrim came back to Galicia on few occasions, and if you walk Camino Portugues and you pass through Vigo, you can eat in the same marketplace, a pedra. His love for Santiago was commonly known as he recommended the Santiago as the perfect place for a honeymoon when asked by his assistant. He passed away on 14th of March 2018.
You and Camino Stephen Hawking.
7.
Jenna Bush Hager. After the university graduation in 2004, when only 22, Jenna Bush came to Spain to walk the primitive way of Camino, starting in Lugo. Nearly 100 kilometers of walking, 6 days passing through villages and fields, were arguably one of the most profound experiences to set her up for the meaningful life. That time, the daughter of the 43rd President of USA, now the mother of 3, happy wife and famous writer, broadly appearing on TV and followed by more than 1 million people on social media. Jenna is an old-time pilgrim.
6.
Pope John Paul II was the first pope to walk the Camino. His love for the nature was passed in the genes, as he was born in a Polish city next to the mountains, and since his early years he was keen of walking. He visited Santiago on 2 occasions, the first one in November 1982 during Santiago's Holy Year, but it was a brief visit. In August 1989, during his second visit, he said Mass on the hill Monte de Gozo in front of nearly 500,000 people to commemorate the World Youth Day. He then walked the final 5K of the Camino de Santiago till the Cathedral of Santiago. His influence of the young generation was so huge that many got interested in this famous spiritual experience.
5.
In 1994, the famous actress Cinga Vandanza walked the entire French way, and that time she was 60 years old. It took her 30 days, more than 20 miles, which makes more than 9 hours of daily walking, and all mainly in solitude. The Oscar-winning star wrote a spiritual book about her journey, which is a must read. The Camino, the Journey of a Spirit. The book inspired hundreds of people around the world, spreading the Camino good news to the most remote parts of the globe.
4.
If we had to pronounce the main ambassador of the Camino, probably it would be Martin Shin. Thanks to the movie The Way, which by today is already a classic, many American pilgrims joined this famous spiritual adventure. In 2009, Martin Shin walked the section of French Way with his son Emilio Estevez while filming the popular film.
Are you the father of Daniel Avery?
And you know what? The next year, amount of pilgrims nearly doubled. Martin's father was born just outside of Santiago, and his dream was to make this journey since always. And it happened, opening the doors to many other spiritual seekers. So, if you haven't seen the movie, what are you waiting for?
3,
Angela Merkel, one of the most influential politicians of our times and a great hiking lover. Her trips to Alps and La Gomera are commonly known, but not many people know the Chancellor of Germany walked a 6-kilometer section of the French Way from Pedroso. It was during the 2014 visit to Santiago, where she walked with the former Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy. She also visited the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, where she, as the costume says, embraced the statue of St. James. And some sources say that you might find her incognito walking the caminos during the less busy times.
2,
Like Martin Shin's movie and children's MacLean book, Paulo Coelho's writing has influenced the mind of thousands. With more than 320 million books sold in more than 170 countries, Paulo Coelho's career actually started after walking the Camino de Santiago. In the interview, he admits that the great importance of this trip as a lifetime experience and the main starting point of all his writing career. 1 year after completing the Camino de Santiago, he publishes a book about his experience, which is called The Pilgrimage.
1,
And number one is not me, it's you. You are the main celebrity in this story called life. This is your Camino, this is your chance to live the greatest experience ever. Seeing other people, busy people, having a time, finding the moment to do this spiritual trip, seeing the other celebrities having the big transformations can only allow you to actually make a decision to answer this important call that life gives you, telling you, come and live the Santiago de Compostela moment. You are the biggest celebrity of your life, and there is only one life, so make the best use of it. And of course, if you think about preparation for Camino de Santiago, this would be the Camino guide, a fantastic video. Have a look, and if you're looking for the good shoes or for the clothes, there's the other 2 videos you can get. Let me know down below what is the source that you know about Camino de Santiago. Subscribe to the channel, give a big like to this video, and if you're feeling like inviting me for a coffee, there's a link just down below that you can do it. And you know what? If I see you on the Camino, I'm gonna give you a big hug and enjoy your life.